Hello, I'm Kevin from CryptoMY. In today's episode, let's talk about another next prime list in Huobi. So let's stay tuned. So in my previous video on the 17th of December, as you can see here on my screen, I actually talked about prime list. That one is related to GameSpec. So if you have really followed my YouTube channel, I think if you're able to join this GameSpec right now on the pre-sale pricing, you were able to get at least from 0.05 all the way to $1.21. Even right now, it's going higher and higher. So I said, right, in my previous video, if you guys haven't watched my previous video yet, I'll put down the link also so you guys can actually watch it. When I talk about metaverse or GameFi or NFT, these are sort of hype products, technology or whatsoever, people will start invest, and there will be a lot of people that will invest interested in all these sort of products. Why? Because it's hype right now. This year is all hype about all these GameFi, especially GameFi. So the next Primelist event is also related to gaming. And this will be very interesting. So let's talk about this Decimated project. So this Decimated will be the next prime list event that will be launching in Huobi. And you can see, right, the game, it looks very epic. It uses the Unreal Engine to create the graphics. It will be a triple A game, as you can see here. So something very unique. I haven't seen some good AA games, triple A games for quite some time already in GameFi world. And I think this is one of the good GameFi triple A games that are going to be released on the blockchain world, the cryptocurrency world. So I would say, right, this one will be very interesting. And you can see, if you look at the prime list, you can find for the banner. I think the banner should be somewhere around here. Yes, DIO to be listed. So once you click inside, right, you can actually look at the 3 days, 23 hours, 56 minutes more before the sales period start. So this one will be slightly different compared to the previous premise event, because this one, I think, what I can say, right, usually when a project requirement is harder to get, usually the price of or the project will be quite high in value whenever it launched. So right, the criteria is a little bit different. I mean, it still have the HD holding and also for queuing. So it has two choices, but let's get into the queuing first, because the queuing has the most changes, and the holding HD one is about the same, only 300 HD for average from certain amount of days that I'll explain later. So you can see, right, let's get into this DIO prime list event. So you can see you can register via queuing or register via HD holding. So it will be on 29th of December. The opening trading time will be on 29th of December. So it will be 6 million tokens, 0.6 total supply is going to be released, and up to 2.4 million tokens, 0.24 of total supply. So you can see there are a lot of supplies that are giving out. And you can see, right, the eligible buyers, right, is only 1 to 2,400, which is a little bit little compared to the previous premise. And this one will be randomly picked. Means if you join late or early, doesn't matter, because the Huobi system will randomly pick for the winner who are eligible to buy in the end. But let's say if you are doing via HD holding, then you will definitely get the token. If you have a lot of HD, then I would suggest you to just put there and join all these Primes event. Like I said, most of the weeks, every weeks will have Primes event. It'll be very benefit for those people who buy a lot of HD and hold, because you can join all this event for free and you'll get all this airdrop for free. So it will be a very a huge benefit for those people who have a lot of HD. But the minimum requirement will be 300 HD, like I mentioned here. You need to have 3 days average holding. So if you have 300 and above and below 1,000, you can purchase up to $50 for that token. If you have more HD holdings, then you can buy up to $2,000. Simple as that. But let's say we're talking about queuing, right? Queuing is a little bit different. You can see, right, the queuing, right, reach a minimum daily average spot trading volume of 200 USDT in digital asset between 24 December all the way to 29 December. So it will be 6 days, you know. So you need to have average 200 USDT in spot trading for 6 days. So I would say, right, every day you have to trade 200, 200, 200 for 6 days. So if you calculate, right, 200 times 6 days is 1,002. So you need to trade total volume of 1,002 in spot trading. Some of you might think it's very difficult, but I would say it's very easy. I will teach you how. Basically, right, for example, if you have 600 US dollar right now in your wallet, what you can do is you try to buy like ADA at a lower price. For example, $1.40. Then when it reached $1.41, you sell out at $600. So you can see, right, 600 transaction in, 600 transaction out. So total you have 1,002 USDT already. Simple as that. If you have one shot 1,200 per only one day, they will also use that one day to average out for you 200, 200, 200, 200, 200. So it's either you straight away trade 1,200 per day, or you can just trade per day 200, 200, 200, 200 until it has an average of 6 days, 200 US dollar in order to join via queuing. But if you are joining via HT holding, then it will be easy for you. You just put your HT there, let it roll, let the countdown ends. After the countdown ends, you can actually click the register button and you can either choose register via HT holding or register via queuing. Simple as that. So if you guys are very unclear with all these primelist event, feel free to watch all my old videos, previous primelist video, because I've done a lot of primelist video previously. So if you ask me about this decimated, I would say it will have somehow a very huge impact in pricing, like how GMPD games pad works, because it's also related to gaming, and this is actually a game. And I would think that the price impact would be very huge during the launch. I'll advise you guys to take part of this Primus event because it's free. I mean, not say free right now. Previously, it was free. Right now, you just need to have to do some mini requirement to be able to join. And I think that's all for today's episode. If you like my episode today, remember to click like, share, and subscribe. Gonna see you guys soon. And goodbye.